Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another Toddsanders Air and Nothingness Press game with art by Harry Clark. It is another free game that you can download and play. You can buy physical copies from Board Game Geek store, but it's another amazing solitaire game from Toddsanders. Before we continue, please take a moment to like and subscribe. You know the drill. Please help me out here. And let's continue. We will be looking at how to play the game. We will be having some quick gameplay. But first of all, let's take a look and see exactly what the game is and what you get. So this game is called, and forgive my pronunciation if it's wrong, the Draugr. This was released in 2014. I think it was entered into a couple of contests. I think the Micro Game Design Challenge. I think it was also nominated for the Golden Geek Award in 2014. And I think it's one of his more popular games. But it's not overly complex. It's not a huge game. There's not a lot of components, but it is hard. Oh boy, is this game hard. So what's the background for the game? Well, the Draugr, I think it's a Scandinavian name, to mean the undead, the reanimated or the returned dead, the undead. So the Draugr, reanimated dead, these are, I suppose they're more akin to vampires maybe, or the more powerful kind of intelligent undead. And 6 of them have basically come to the region of, oh God, here we go, Trøndelag. I can't pronounce these names. Trøndelag, and they're trying to corrupt a town called Stjørdal. I'll put the names up here. But yeah, basically you play as a revenant hunter, an undead hunter, and you're trying to protect the town and get rid of these Draugr, these undead creatures that are trying to corrupt the town. You will have a limited supply of items to do this. You will have iron and holy water, which will be used to defeat the Draugr. But like I say, those items will be limited and you'll need different quantities for different Draugr, the different enemies. Todd reckons that this game can be played in about 20 minutes. Not in my experience. You can lose in 20 minutes. I have yet to win this game. It's very hard. But in my experience, I don't know, it takes a bit longer than 20 minutes. So, I mean, what do you get for the game? Well, if you're getting the physical product, I think it's about $5 on BGG store. But if you're downloading the file, the PDF, there's a number of things that you need to print out. First of all is the rules. The rules is 1 page, but the text is very small. So if you have failing eyesight or poor eyesight, like some of us who are getting old, you may want to print this on a larger scale, or maybe copy and paste and print on multiple pages, because the text really is really small. But like I say, the rules is basically 1 page. It's not a difficult game to learn, but it is difficult to win. Now, as well as the rules, what else? Well, you're going to need the game components. And the components are basically 3 pages. 3 pages that you will need to print out. And I recommend printing on card or cardstock as usual. But these are supposed to be double-sided. But be careful, because each of the card back pages is different, as you can see here. So you've got to make sure that you get the right back to the right front. But there are basically 3 pages that you need to print out. First of all, you will have 6 Draugr cards. These will be your enemies. And again, you've got to make sure that you get the right back, because they have backs which have the Draugr written on them. You also have a number of location and townsfolk cards. These are going to be used to represent your playing area. And again, you've got to make sure that they have the correct backs. And on the third sheet that you're going to have to print, there is a number of counters or tokens. You have iron, holy water, and corruption. And again, if you print it correctly, the corruption counters are double-sided. Yeah, so you don't need as many, obviously. What else do you have? Well, you have a player counter. You have a shepherdess counter. This is going to be used with one of the cards. And you also have some die faces. Now, these are supposed to be cut and stuck to the faces of a D6. So that instead of just rolling a D6, you'll be rolling with these faces on them. We'll go over the game rules and how to play. So I'll explain why you need these things. But in terms of recording and on the video, I don't think using a dice with these is going to be that clear on the video. So what I've done is I've actually come up with a table to replace the die. So I'll just be rolling a D6, normal D6, but I'll be referring to this table to tell me which of the Draugr and then which of the symbols is going to be affected or is going to be used for that turn. Normally, like I say, you just fix these, stick these to the sides of a die, just roll the die and it'll show you what it is. But like I say, it may not come out very well on video, so I'll be using this table instead. And that's essentially all you need for this game. And like I say, once again, it is free. You can download from Boardgame Geek. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut everything out. I'm going to put them all into card sleeves. Oh, that's another thing. If you can't print double-sided, I mean, sometimes I have a problem with alignment with my printer. It doesn't always center it very well. So if that's the case, you can print single-sided and then stick together. Another thing that you can do is print single-sided and put them into a card sleeve and just put the right front with the right back. You don't even need to stick them together then. But yeah, it's very easy to do. It's not a big problem. So join me in a couple of seconds and we will go through how to play The Draugr by Toddsanders. Okay, we are ready to play the game. I have cut out the cards, rounded the corners, and put them into sleeves. Word of advice, I did print these at 100% on my printers. I should have checked first. They are a little bit small for the sleeves. These are actually inner sleeves that we use in games like Magic to protect expensive cards. So they're a little bit smaller than actual card sleeves, but even so, I don't know whether you can see very well, but the card's actually small. So I think, again, I printed these out at 100%, so you may want to try printing at maybe 110, maybe 120%, just to make the cards just a little bit bigger so they fit in the card sleeves. I didn't have this problem with Crashland. The cards were perfectly sized, but for some reason, for the Draugr, the cards seem to be just a little bit small for card sleeves. But anywho, we have the 6 Draugr cards, the evil undead, according to the Old Norse word, the Draugr. These are like your intelligent undead, your vampires, your liches. These guys, we shuffle those. And these are the other cards that represent the locations and the townspeople. So again, we're going to shuffle these just very quickly. I'm also going to be using coloured cubes instead of the tokens in the game. The game does come with a number of tokens to represent corruption, holy water, and iron. But I'm going to be using cubes instead because it didn't print very centered, and I just prefer something a bit more substantial. So the blue are going to represent the holy water, the black are going to represent the iron, and of course the red is going to be corruption. I mean, there seems to be a couple of strategies. First of all, in the game, it seems to be better to focus on attack to begin with. But I just don't seem to be able to do enough damage before everything gets corrupted. But let's play through the game. You can see how it goes. You can see how it works, and hopefully this will be what, third, fourth. How many games have I played? 4, I think. So this may be 5th time lucky. Wish me luck. So what we do is we take our location and townspeople cards. This is going to be our playing area. Oops, you didn't see that. So we shuffle these and then we put them out in a 5x3 grid. So we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to have to check if this is clear on the camera, because I don't have it linked to anything. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, the town square is right in the middle. That's good. Well, is it really? I mean, I don't know whether it makes as much difference as in games like Crashland, but let me just quickly check the camera. Yep, they seem to all be within view. Are they all clear? Let me check and see whether they're clear. Maybe, let's just check. Hang on a sec. Let me just double check this. Let me raise and change the... That should be okay. All right. That should be clear. I'm having to use a white background, so that may interfere with some of these cards. Now, the reason I'm using a white background is because of the Draugr. The Draugr cards are very dark. So in order for you to see the details on the cards, I have to use a light background. Right, so we shuffle the Draugr. Now, this is our playing area, represents the town that we're trying to save. On the end, we now have to put the Draugr. So we have to put 1 at the end of each row, like that. And then we put these on the end of this row. Okay, there's 2 tokens, yeah? There's one which is the shepherdess. Shepherdess is there. So the token is used when you activate the shepherdess ability. And then you have a token which represents you, and you start in the town square. Right there. You also start with 2 iron and 2 holy water, and your stock of these materials is kept on this town square card. Now, in the game, you are only allowed, or there is only a maximum of 8 holy water and 8 iron in play at any time. So these are limited. Now, because of that, you can't go around putting these materials on all of the Draugr, because you're going to run out without achieving anything. When you kill a Draugr, you'll get back all the materials that you use. So in this game, the idea is you've got to try to kill 4 of these 6 Draugr to win the game. To lose the game, there are 2 possibilities. First is that you lose 7 townspeople. Okay, and these are the ones with the slightly red text. Is it the slightly red text? I think it's just the red text here is the townspeople. So you've got the priest, the mayor, the shepherdess, the huntsman, the seers, the constable, and the amorous. I don't know what that is. But if all of them get corrupted, you lose the game. The other way, the second way that you lose the game, is if more than 7 cards in total are corrupted. So locations and or townspeople. You've got to have more than 7. So in other words, 8 or more cards in total are corrupted, or 7 townspeople. Now, the way that they get corrupted is by use of these corruption markers. And these will be allocated in the first phase. The game has basically 2 phases. There is the corruption phase, which is first, and then the hunt phase, which is second. So let's go through and I'll show you how to play. First phase is the corruption phase. This is where the Draugr, the enemies, the undead, activate and do their corruption. Hence the name of the phase. So what we'll do is we have to roll 2 and sometimes 3 dice. The first dice indicates the Draugr who is active in this turn. So you roll, so I get a 4. So that tells me that Lord Molten is activated this turn. So we look for the Lord Molten card, which is here. So Lord Molten is activating. He is going to affect the cards on his row. But not all of them, because now we have to roll a second dice to find the symbol. Okay? So first dice tells you which Draugr, and that in that way it also tells you which row. The second dice is to indicate which symbol he's corrupting. All right? So these symbols can be found at the top of these cards. All right? So we got number 5, which is this symbol here, kind of a stylized A, which is on the dolmens, it's on the cistern, and that's it. So we place 1 corruption on both of those cards that have that symbol. Okay? Easy enough, right? If I had rolled, for example, a 1, then all the cards with this symbol, so the cistern, the Amarus, and the priest, would get corruption markers instead. Right, now, I said just now that sometimes you roll a third dice. Well, if you roll Lady Beltane or Lord Molten as the Draugr, you have to roll a third dice because there may be another effect. So what happens here is you have to roll another dice. If you roll Lady Beltane or Lord Molten again, then you have another effect. If you roll, for example, I got a 5, so it's not one of these 2 guys, so there's no additional problem. But if I had rolled a 1 for that third dice, Lady Beltane, and it has this little, like, what do they call it? The protective sigil. Basically, that means that I would then have the effect stated next to the character. So if I rolled a 1 for that third dice, basically, I lose 2 holy water. Bonk, bonk, from my stock. If you don't have 2, then you lose 1. If you don't have 1, you don't lose any, obviously. But luckily, for that third dice, because I rolled Lord Molten as the Draugr, I have to roll again because he's one of the 2 that I have to do this with. But luckily, that third dice was a 5. Doesn't happen. So luckily, I don't lose any materials. But we did get corruption on these 2 cards here. That is the corruption phase. And believe me, it can get nasty. It really can get nasty. What happens when you kill a Draugr? Well, if for example, I killed Gargantua, and I'll explain how to kill them in a second. But if I killed Gargantua, there's a space here now. Yeah? Gargantua is out of the game. If I rolled a 3 for the Draugr, then nothing would happen that turn. But what we also have to do is we have to move one of these other Draugr to cover his row. So I have to make a decision. Do I either bring Lady Beltane here, so whenever I roll up her, she now corrupts 2 rows, or do I move Lord Molten up so that he corrupts 2 rows? What if I then kill Lady Beltane? Well, now Lord Molten affects all 3 rows. So if I roll him, he's going to corrupt anything in those rows there, dependent on the symbols. Now you may think, well, that's overpowered, isn't it? Well, yes, but I mean, you're reducing the chance of rolling these guys. Once you kill one Draugr, again, let's say Gargantua, the number 3, when you're rolling for the Draugr, the first dice roll of the corruption phase, if you roll a 3, nothing's going to happen. He's not there. If I get rid of Lady Beltane, I've now got rid of 2 Draugr. So on a 1 or a 3 in the corruption phase, nothing's going to happen because they're not there. But if I roll Lord Molten, a 4, then it's going to happen bad. So it is a kind of balanced mechanism. I like it. I think it's very clever. The trouble is, in the games I've played so far, whenever I kill a Draugr, I never roll their bloody number. So I don't get the benefits. Now, on these cards, there are a number of different abilities, a number of different effects, and these come into play in the second phase. So after the corruption phase, we now come to the hunt phase, and this is where we, as the hunter, start to take action against the Draugr. Now we can move one or two cards or spaces, but you can't move diagonal. Another rule is that you can't go back to the same card. So for example, I can't go to the docks and then come back to the town square. That's an illegal move. Another thing is that you can't go back to a card that you had in the previous turn. So I can't move from the town square to the Ceres, and then the next turn I can't move back to the town square. That's also an illegal move. But you can move one or two spaces, and then you can use the ability on the card that you land. Now there are a lot of different abilities. Some of them allow you to remove corruption. Some of them add materials to your stock. Others allow you to attack the Draugr, where you take materials from your stock and you place them on the Draugr cards. Now each Draugr is different in terms of what it takes to kill them. Gargantua, for example, you require 3 iron and 2 holy water to kill him. Lord Molten requires 5 holy water to kill him. And like I said at the start of the gameplay, you only have 8 of each at any point in the game. So once you start putting these materials onto Draugr, they're kind of out of play until you defeat the Draugr. He goes out of the game and those materials go back into the general bank. We'll call this the bank. Yeah. So don't spread the materials over all the Draugr. Focus on 1, maybe 2. That's it. That way you can guarantee that the materials will come back and you can use them again. Because if the stock in the bank runs out, that's it. You can't get any more. So focus on 1 or 2. I think that's the general strategy. And like I say, early in the game, I think it's important for us to actually start dealing some damage. So which one should I focus on? Well, these two seem to have the lowest. This has got 5, this has got 5, 5, 6, 7, 7. So these 3 have got 5 each. Now, it would be a good idea to get rid of Lord Molten because he's one of the 2 characters that has that extra penalty. But I'm going to need to use 5 holy water for him. Lady Belthane needs 6 iron. So even though it would be the best idea to get rid of Lord Molten, it does mean focusing on one type of material. And like I say, during the corruption phase, I could lose. If I roll badly, I could actually lose materials. I could lose water. Right. Anywho, we are in the hunt phase. I can now move up to 2 spaces. What do I want to do? Well, like I say, I want to, at the moment, I'm not really concerned about removing corruption. So I either want to boost my stock or I want to start attacking guys. I mean, what's nearby? Down here, add 1 holy water from your supply to any Draugr. So that's an attack. Here, the nunnery. For each turn you remain here, add 2 holy water markers to your supply. Or protect all townspeople from having corruption in the next corruption phase. Useful, but like I say, not so much in the early game. The priest, add 2 holy water markers from your supply to any 1 Draugr, or split them between any 2, or add 1 to your supply. I think, you see here for the nunnery, for each turn you remain here, so this won't take effect until the next turn. What should I do? I think I'm going to, if I move to the mayor, I can use a special action of any adjacent location. So I could use the priest. Yeah, so I'm going to move 2 spaces to the mayor. And I can use the special action of any adjacent location. So I will use the special action of the priest. Add 2 holy water markers from your supply to any 1 Draugr or split them between any 2 Draugr. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 holy water onto Lord Molten. I need 3 more to kill him. Now the plan is that down here, the priest, I can add 1 holy water next turn. And then the nunnery, for each turn I remain here, I can add another 2. That will give me enough to bonk him. That's the wrong word to use. to kill him. So what we're going to do next... Okay, so that's basically the first turn. 1 corruption and 1 hunt. We now go to the next turn, which again is corruption. So first we roll for the Draugr. I get a 4 again. So that's Lord Molten. Again, not good. We now roll for the symbol. I get a 3. The symbol is this triangle with a little C on the top. So only 1. That's lucky. So we just get 1 corruption this turn. Again, you're looking at the row which has the Draugr. And this is the only card on this row that has that symbol. Now, if I had been, for example, on either of the other 2 rows, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, would have been a lot worse. Now, because I rolled Lord Molten, he's one of the guys that has, or could have, this extra bad thing. So we roll, I get a 4, oh no. Okay, so I rolled a 4, that means I'm losing 2 iron. That's not good. That's really not good. I've got to get rid of these guys as quick as I can. Right, so that's the corruption phase happened. We only lost in terms of 1 corruption, but we lost 2 iron due to this horrible little ability of theirs. Okay. Now we go to the hunt. So what I want to do is, do I want to move here, or for each turn you remain here, add 2 holy water. Now I'm going to go here to the priest, and I'm going to add 1 holy water to my supply. Okay. I can't use it yet, but I get it. So that's my hunt phase done. Now we go back to corruption. We roll for the Draugr. We get a 3. Gargantua. Oh, it's all over this side. So Gargantua is going to be affecting this row. So now we're rolling for the symbol. We get a 3. Oh no, I shouldn't have said anything, should I? It's that triangular symbol again. So the mayor, the tavern, and the library all get a corruption. That was a bad turn. Now we come to hunt. Right, what should I do? I could come here to get more holy water, but I have to stay here for a turn, which means nothing happens this turn, but next turn I'll get 2 holy water. Now, do I get the holy water at the beginning of next turn or the end of next turn? For each turn you remain here. Let me quickly check. I'm thinking, reading the rules, it says for the hunt you must now move your player marker up to 2 adjacent cards in distance. So you have to move, but the nunnery and foundry are the only 2 cards to supersede this rule. So I think when you're in the nunnery or the foundry, you don't have to move. You stay there for another turn to get the boost. Every other card you have to move. So I am going to move to here. And I'm going to use that first ability, which means next turn I don't get to do anything, but I will get 2 holy markers at the end of next turn. Right, so that's that turn done. Nothing really happened that turn. Now we come back to corruption. So we're rolling for corruption. We get, oh no, Lady Belfane. Oh, it's all on the right side. Symbol, we get a 2. So the symbol is this little smiley 8 face. How many are on this row? Smiley 8 face. We've got Constable. That's it, just 1. That's lucky. And also, because it's Lady Belfane, I have to roll again to see. Now, as you can tell here, it's like a 1 in 3 chance. So, a 2. No, we're lucky. If I'd rolled a 1 or a 4, then something bad would have happened. I could have lost that water. All right, so nothing happens then. Okay, so for the hunt turn, I stay here. I get those 2 extra holy water, and I'm free to move. I have to move next turn, right? But I've got enough water to get rid of this guy, as long as I can put them on there. So we are done with the hunt. Now it is back to the corruption phase. We roll. Oh, what the hell? Okay, symbol 6. So it's the triangle inside the circle. Okay, so we get one there and one there. Now, if at any time any of these cards get 4 corruption markers, basically they are corrupted and no good. If it's a townsperson, you turn the card over, and then when you move there, nothing happens. If it's a location, it stays there, but you can't use any abilities. And like I mentioned at the start, this is how you lose the game, by having 7 townspeople corrupted, yeah, with 4 markers on them. So for example, that is a corrupted priest. Or having 8 or more total cards corrupted. So you've got to, like I say, at the beginning of the game it's not so critical, but later on in the game you've really got to think about start to use these removing corruption markers and protecting. Right, so we get the corruption. I've done that. I've done the corruption. Now, because it's Lord Malton, I've got to roll for the terrible thing. We get a 2. Okay, so no extra effect, thankfully, this turn. Right, hunt. Now, I could do the same thing again, couldn't I? So I'm going to 1 turn, 2 turns. I can go back to here, bonk, bonk, and I can use a special action from this one, like I did last time, to put 2 water onto here. And then next turn I can go here, and I can do the same thing and kill him. Okay, sweet, I've got a plan. Right, so that's the hunt turn done. Now it is the Draugr corruption turn. A 6. Oh, we got a guy on the left-hand side for a change. Dr. Feeble. Dr. Feeble. Right, symbol. We get a 2, which is this smiley face thingy-bobby. Smiley face thing. Now, the good thing about this row here is that we've got the town square. The town square doesn't have any symbols. Squiggly face with the 8 thingy-jiggy. Okay, 2. Okay. So now the tavern's got 2 corruption markers. I need to keep an eye on that. Okay, so that is the corruption phase done. Now we come to the hunt phase. I will come back down to here. Now, you can't go to the same card in consecutive turns. So because I stayed for a turn here as well, it's fine. I'm within time. I can do this. So here I will do the same thing. Add 2 holy water from my supply to any one Draugr. Well, I've only got 1, so I will apply this to here. And that's it. I've got 5 holy water on this guy. So I kill him. The first Draugr is dead. Now these holy waters go back to my bank. And this guy is now out of the game. That's good, because now if I roll a, where is he, 4? If I roll a 4, there's no corruption that turn. And he's one of the buggers that does the, that does the evil thing. So luckily I've got rid of one of those nasty effects. Now, I now have to move Gargantua to cover both. So this is the balancing act. Yes, I've got rid of one of the Draugr. Yes, I don't have to do anything if I roll a 4 for the Draugr. That's a good thing. The bad thing is now, if I roll a 3 for Gargantua, he's going to corrupt 2 rows. And that was the hunt phase. Now we're back to corruption. Guess what I'm going to roll? I bloody knew it. I bloody knew it. It was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. We rolled a 3, which is Gargantua. So now he corrupts both of these bloody rows. I knew that was going to happen. My God, my luck with the dice is absolutely terrible. But what's the symbol? The symbol is 3 as well. So it's this symbol here. Oh God. Okay, so we triangle with the C. Oh no. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh God, it's 4. Now look, the tavern's got 3 corruption markers already. I've got to do something to try and help that. I might have to use 1 turn to get rid of a corruption marker, because 1 more and the tavern's out. So what I could, oh no, but I can't go back there, can I? I can only move 2. I can only move 2 spaces. Remove from adjacent card. Oh no, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in big doo-doo. Okay, I can come up here, protect all locations from memory corruption marker. That could work. This is a location. This is no good because it's town people. Okay. That could work. But I need to get materials. I've got no materials. And then from there, I could go to the shepherdess and put the shepherdess there to protect that. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Right. So that's the corruption phase. Not good. We've now got 1, 2, 3 cards with 2 corruption. We've got 1 card with 3 corruption. That's not good. Right, what am I going to do now? For the hunt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the foundry. Now, with the foundry, again, there are 2 different abilities that you could do. For each turn you remain here, add 2 iron, or protect all locations from having a corruption marker. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm coming to the foundry and I'm going to use the second ability, which protects all locations from having a corruption marker. That will protect the tavern next turn. Okay. Now it is the next turn. We're doing for the Draugr. Which Draugr is it? A 1. Oh no, Lady Belthane. All right, so it's Lady Belthane. The symbol is a 3. So it's that triangle with the thingy-bobby. So the Constable now has 2, the Seeress has 1, and the Foundry has 1. Ugh. But because it's Lady Belthane, I've got to roll again on a... Okay, Lord Moulton's out of the game, so only on a 1. Yeah. I've got to look for games that don't use D6s. I've got... You bitch. Right, so I lose... Oh, but I haven't got any anyway. Okay. No, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I don't have any holy water to lose. Anything but 1. All right. So corruption's done. I'm okay with that now. So now we're going to go to the shepherdess. Move the shepherdess counter on any townsperson or location. It's protected from further corruption as long as the shepherdess counter is on the card. If the shepherdess becomes corrupted, remove this counter. Now, I'm here. I will place the shepherdess on the tavern and hope that I don't get them mixed up. Now, as long as the shepherdess is there, that cannot be corrupted anymore. But I can always come back to this card later and move the shepherdess to another card if I want to. Because I think there are, depending on how you're doing, there are certain cards that you may prefer to be corrupted rather than others later on. So that is the hunt phase done. We are now back at the Draugr. Who do we get? 6. Dr. Rafael again. Dr. Rafael. Symbol is a 4. Well, I mean, the symbols are not dependent on the Draugr cards. So the symbol is this funny E hooky thing. And this is on the center row. So the E funny hooky thing is there. And there. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. We've now got 3 cards in this row. Oh, hang on. Oh no, that was last turn. Hang on. No, hang on. This was protected, wasn't it? So I was protecting all locations. So that one shouldn't apply. Yeah, I forgot. I was on here protecting locations. From the next corruption, and 2 townspeople and 1 location. So I shouldn't have got that one because of the thing I had last time. Okay. Yeah, but on this row here, I've got 3. I've got 3 bloody cards that have got 3 corruption. That's really not good. All right, hunt. What am I going to do? I need to get rid of. I really want to try and focus on one side. So I really want to try and get rid of Lady Belthane or Gargantua. I need iron. Right, so what I'm going to do is I can move 2 squares. I want iron. Where's all the iron? I was there last turn, so I can't go back there. I could come here. No, we'll go to here. I can add 1 iron. Okay, that's that done. Right, next phase. The Draugr. 3. Oh no, it's Gargantua again. The symbol is that one. So Gargantua. Again, he affects these 2 rows. So we've got the square with the thingamy-bob. Okay, damn. Oh no. God, this game is hard. I'm going to run out of corruption counters again, aren't I? Right. The library now has 4 corruption, so he or this location is now unable to be used. Can I remove corruption? Yeah, I can't remove corruption. Once there's 4, that's it. So the library is useless now. Oh no, that's not good. What could I have done? Add 1 holy water and 1 iron marker from your supply to any 1 Draugr. So I've lost one of the attacking cards. Damn it. Okay, so that's the corruption. Now for the hunt. What shall I do? I want to... See what I mean? I'm not getting enough materials to make any difference. I could go here and get 2. I mean, I've lost Lord Moulton, so I don't have to worry about losing iron anymore. I could go here, wait, and then get 2 iron markers, I suppose. Or I could go here and get... Oh no, that's just to attack, isn't it? I think remove 1 corruption marker from a non-adjacent card. Add 1... I could go here and remove 1 from there, or the priest. The mayor's useful. Right, so I'm going to move here and I'm going to use the first ability, remove 1 corruption marker from a non-adjacent card. So I'll remove 1 from the mayor. See, the thing is, a lot of the time, when you're doing the corruption, you're adding more than 1. So all these cards that allow you to remove 1 marker, it's not having much effect. All right, so that's the hunt phase done. Next turn, I think... Actually, should I have done that? Hang on. Should I have done that? Where was I? I was here, wasn't I? I need to get materials to fight. Damn it. I mean, this one, add 1 holy water marker as an iron marker or 1 iron marker as holy water to a Draugr. That could be quite useful. But I don't know, I only got 1 iron. I think I will... The Armorus is useless. Use the special action of any adjacent townsperson. There are no adjacent townspersons, so the Armorus is absolutely useless. I've got no problems with that one being corrupted. What should I do? I could go... Oh no, I was there last turn. I can't go back to the shepherdess. Go here. I need to get iron because I need to get rid of Baby Belthane. So I'll go to the foundry and I'll wait and get the iron markers next turn. I just hope that again, have you noticed since I've killed this guy, I haven't rolled him. It's always the bloody same. Right. So I just go there. I'm going to wait and get 2 iron markers next turn. Okay, so corruption phase. We get a 2. Count Grigor down here. Count Grigor. Symbol. We get a 5, which is the funny A. Oh dear, that's 2, isn't it? I think 1 there, 1 there. Yeah. Oh no, the cistern's got 3. Oh. And because it's Count Grigor, we don't have to roll again for the bitchy effect. Right. I have to stay 1 turn here, but I do get 2 iron markers. And now it's back to the corruption phase. Well, yippee! Draugr. 6. Dr. Fivel. It's safer when it's on this side. I don't want to get Gargantua again. It's a pain in the ass. Right. So we've got Dr. Fivel. Symbol. We get a 6. The triangle in the circle. Triangle in the circle. this one, but the shepherdess is here, so it doesn't get affected. Wow! My first turn, I think, with no corruption. Amazing. But again, notice, I'm not rolling Lord Morton. All right, so no corruption this phase. Wonderful. Back to the hunt. So we're done there. We've got the thingy-jiggies bobbies. So now I want to go. See, the huntsman's the one I really want to make the most of because I can add iron I can basically attack or I can add iron. So this one I want to sort of keep a hold of for the moment. I can go here, get iron. Yeah. So, but again, I was here last turn, wasn't I? I can't go back. Oh crap. What should I do? I will go to, because I want to come back over here. Do I want to move the shepherdess? Where would I want to move the shepherdess? I think I'll go back, because I was on the huntsman, I moved to here, so I can go to here. So I think I'm going to move the shepherdess. The tavern is not as critical as, I mean, the priest is an attacking card. I really want to protect the priest. So I'll move the shepherdess to the priest, I think. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, next phase, corruption. Oh, you bitch. Okay, Lady Belthane, symbol, 1. That square with the thingy bobby. So there and there, just 2, okay. And oh, because it's the Lady Belthane, I've got to roll. I'm not going to say anything. Okay. On a 1, on a 1 I'd have lost holy water, but I've got no holy water, so okay. At the moment, I'm kind of immune to Lady Belthane's ability because I don't have any holy water. Right, so now it's the hunt phase. I want to go, again, I've now been 1 turn. So I went from here to here, I then went from there to there. I can go back to here, I think, now. So I will add 2 iron markers from your supply to any 1 Draugr. Or split between any 2 Draugr. Now, do I want to, I can add 1 iron. No, I want to attack, I think. So the question is, do I attack Belthane or Gargantua? Gargantua will be quicker because it's only 5. Belthane, I think Gargantua will be quicker, but if I stay up here, I can play with the marker, the iron markers. I think I'm going to, yeah, we'll put 2 onto Gargantua, I think, because he's causing me a lot of problems. But again, if I kill Gargantua, then Belthane's going to affect all 3 rows. All right, so I put 2 on there. That's my hunt phase done. And now it is corruption phase. We're rolling for the next Draugr. We get a dice hate me. Gargantua on symbol is a 1. Oh no, I'm going to run out of the corruption markers again, aren't I? So it's that square thingamy bobby. Library's already dead. Docs has got 3 now. That's protected, thank God for that. Armorus, I don't really care about. And oh, the cistern's gone. Shit. Okay, so the cistern, another location, is now out of whack. Add 1 holy water from your supply to any Draugr. So I've lost another attack card. Ah! Damn. Now, the thing is, the rules say that you only turn over the townspeople cards. The location cards are not turned over, so got to remember. That was not good. I've just lost another bloody card. So I've got 2 down. 6 more and I lose. Think positive. Right, so that was Gargantua, so we don't have to worry about the special abilities. Right, hunt phase. What am I going to do? I could come over to here and I could zonk another iron mark onto this guy, but then I'm far away from the holy water. So what I think I will do is I could come down, see the tavern, remove 1 corruption from adjacent card. because I want to start getting some holy. I've got the iron already. I want to get. I need 2 holy water to get rid of this guy. So that's 3 spaces away though. All right. So we are going to. Oh man. Add 1 holy water marker as a. I think I will come to the constable. Add 1 iron marker from your supply to any Draugr, so I will take that, stick onto the Gargantua. Right, that's all the iron. I now need to hit him with 2 holy water. Okay, so that was that turn. Right, now it's the corruption phase, Draugr 4. For the first time, since I killed him, the first time. No corruption this turn. Woohoo! Brilliant, right. So, hunt phase, right, what am I going to do now? I can't go back to there. I could come here or here. I can only go 1 or 2 spaces. This is no good. I can come down to here. Remove 2 corruption markers from any card for each holy water. I remove from the Draugr plate. Nah, don't want to do that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the docks, remove 1 corruption marker from a card which has the most markers on it. So that has to be a 3. So I can remove 1 corruption marker. I will remove from, it's going to be one of these 2, I think. I'll take it from the mayor, I think. All right. All right, next turn, corruption. 5, Ivers. I think it's the first time I've had Ivers, isn't it? Symbol, we get a 6. Oops. So it is the triangle inside the circle. Oh no. The huntsman's taken 1. I don't want the huntsman to get hit. Shepherdess takes 1. Foundry takes 1. Oops, this isn't good. All right. Hunt phase. I want to get holy water. Cisterns. Oh shit, the cistern's out. Okay. So we can go to here, use this. Oh, that's no good. I need holy water. I'm going to have to go to the tavern, remove 1 corruption marker from an adjacent card. Shepherdess, mayor. I think the shepherdess, take that. All right. Now it is the corruption phase again. Keep knocking these things. Should have used a dice tower or something. Right. 3. Oh no! Oh no. Symbol. This bloody symbol again. Oh no. Okay. No, the tavern's gone. Shit. Nunnery. Amarus has gone as well. Oh, okay. So the Amarus is a person, so they get knocked over. The tavern is also bonked now. Bonked. I should use a different word. I don't mean bonked. Oh, that wasn't a good turn. I've got to get rid of Gargantua. All right, hunt phase. I can get 2 here, or 1 over here. No, I need to get 2, don't I? All right, so I'll go to the nunnery and I'll wait there. So nothing happens. I'm going to wait there and get 2 next turn. And then I can move here and I can bonk it onto him. Right. So now it is corruption phase again. So the Draugr is 5. Ivers again. Ivers symbol is 5. Is that funny A-shaped thingy bobby? So, oh, Sirius has got 1. Oh no, the huntsman. I don't want the huntsman to get knobbed. And the shepherdess gets 1. Ugh. See how many bloody corruption markers you use in this game? It's crazy. It's difficult to keep up. All right, that is the corruption phase. Now for the hunt phase, I get 2 holy water. Next phase, I can use them. Right, corruption phase. I do not want Lady Belfane. I want to keep my water. So, Draugr phase. 5. Ivers again. Crap. Symbol. 3. The triangle with the C on the top. Oh, this isn't good. Oh no. Oh crap. I've just lost the Cirrus. Oh Oh, I've just lost the series. Ah, damn it. Ah, that's not good. All right, shit. Just lost the series. I've got 2 cards down, 2 town. Okay, so I've got 2 townspeople down, and I've got 1, 2, 3 locations down. So I've got 5. I've got 5 places down in total. I need 8. Is one of the ways I can lose, or 7 townspeople. Oh no! Ooh, I can't lose anymore. Right, that was corruption. Now for the hunt. So I will go to here. And I can add 2 holy water for my supply to any Draugr. So I will put my 2 holy water onto Gargantua. And he did! Yay! Another one back to just... Alright, another one down, another one down. But bad news is now Lady Beltane affects all 3 rows. So I really, 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 really do not want to roll Lady Beltane as the Draugr. Guess what's going to happen next turn? All right, that was the hunt phase. Now for the corruption phase. So, Draugr. Oh, no! No, no! Told you. I told you. Symbol. Same bloody symbol on it as well. Now, she's affecting all of the rows. Now, I could end up using a lot of bloody corruption markers this turn. Right, so it's the square with the thingamy-bob coming out the top. So that one's already dead, that one's already dead, and that one can't be affected. Oh, it wasn't as bad as I thought. All right, but the docks are now out of action. Oh no. So 1, 2, 3, 4 locations and 2 townspeople. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more and I lose the game. I need 6. I can't do it, can I? I've got to get 6 iron to kill this woman. All right, let's continue regardless. Oh, I've got no holy water anyway. Doesn't matter. All right, that was corruption. Now it is the hunt. I'm going to need iron for that bitch, and I'm going to need iron. So I'm going to go up to here, the foundry. I'm going to stay there for 1 turn. Okay, that's done. Now for the Draugr. Please, 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 please. Symbol. Is that funny, eh? Oh dear. Okay, so what have we got? Huntsman. Shepherdess is dead. Shit. Mayor. That's already done. Dolmens. Cistern's already done. Oh god. Shepherdess is dead. Which means this isn't protected anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, it says it is when more than 7 combination of townspeople and locations are corrupted. Or 7 townspeople. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've just got to lose 1 more card and I lose. And I haven't done any damage to this bitch yet. Like I say, when I start killing these guys, I never roll them. I hardly ever roll them. Right, so I've now got 2 iron in my stock. And that's the end of that turn. Now we're back to the Draugr. Don't you dare, you bitch. Don't you freaking dare, you bitch. Don't you dare. I've got a 6, okay. Dr. Feval. Dr. Feval is the center one. Symbol. We got a 3, which is the triangle with the C. No. No. Yes. Oh, crap. That's it. Game over. Oh, no. I lost. The mayor gets infected, corrupted, and goes down the way of the dodo. Which means we now have... Is it at any time? Yeah, it's during the corruption phase. Oh, crap. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 townspeople and 1, 2, 3, 4 locations. So that's it. I lose again. I end up. This is what's been happening. Like I said, I've played I think 4 or 5 times, and the same thing happens. I'll kill 1, maybe 2 of the Draugr, and that's it. I can't because I keep. I don't roll these guys. Barely roll these guys when I'm rolling for the Draugr. And I'm always rolling the one who covers more. Oh, I don't believe this. Okay, anyway. I hope you see how the game plays in terms of the corruption, in terms of the hunt. It just seems that I can't do enough damage and I can't get enough material. There must be a way of winning this game. I mean, I think on BGG, somebody put up a post putting, "Can we make it harder?" I think it's hard enough the way it is. I've got to play this more. Like I said, I've got about 5 games under me belt now. And I'm trying to think, how can I do this? Because I either can't get enough materials or I can't do enough damage quickly enough. Because you've only got to get, for example, like just now, like with Gargantua. How many times did I roll Gargantua? And then his corruption was affecting 2 rows instead of 1. And then at the end with Lady Beltane, how many times? I think I rolled, was it twice in a row? Where she affects all the rows. Oh. Again, I think my luck with dice is a factor. I'm pretty sure that if you're lucky with your dice rolls, you'd be rolling the killed Draugr more, which means no corruption in turns, but I'm just not having a lot of luck with this game. I'm having a lot of fun. It's a really good game, very clever design. It's just, it's all dependent on the dice. Yes, there is strategy, but if the dice are against you, there's absolutely nothing you can do. The best strategy won't help you if the dice are against you. And unfortunately, dice hate me. But yeah, this is how the game plays. That was I don't know how quick it was. I'll have to check the time afterwards. But that's how the game plays. You can see the difficulty. You can see, I mean, you're going to have a random layout of cards every time. Your Draugr are also going to be random every time. I mean, I think I was quite lucky. Was I lucky? I mean, it doesn't really have much of an effect. I mean, at the start of the game, having the town square in the center does give you a little bit of an advantage in terms of where you can go. The very first game that I played of this, the town square was right in one of the corners. So I was very limited in terms of where I could go in the first turn. But yeah, I really enjoy this game. I really do like Toddsanders games. I think he has a very, what's the word? A very good eye and a very clever way of designing these small games with limited numbers of cards and components. He's got a very good way of designing these games. Oh, and I didn't run out of corruption markers this time. Right, so hopefully you understood my explanation. Hopefully you had some fun watching me roll dice badly. But it is a very good game. And like I mentioned before, you can purchase physical copies through BoardGame Geek. But the print and play, the PDF is free for download from BoardGame Geek, from the game page. And it is well worth downloading and printing and playing. It is really fun. Apart from the difficulty, the only negative I could say is maybe the aesthetic won't attract as many people as maybe some of his other games. Crashland is very pretty, very attractive. Some of his other games that I'm planning and prepping for, again, they have much more attractive aesthetics that may attract more players. This has a very suitable art style for the theme of the game. The whole Nordic vampire, the Nordic undead, the darkness of these undead attacking the village. The art style does suit the game and it does suit the theme, but it's not an art style that I think will attract a lot of gamers, to be blunt, to be very honest. But like I say, I'm not saying the art is bad. The art is very flavorful. It's very evocative in terms of what it's supposed to represent. And it does a nice representation of the Draugr. But it's not the kind of thing that the general gamer would kind of pick off the shelf and have a look at. So that's just my personal opinion. I like the art. It attracts me. But like I say, people who play sort of Euro games, they may not give this a second glance based on the graphics. But I'm hoping that this video may change their mind. Watching the video, having a look at how the game plays, hopefully it will still grab them to get them to actually play the game. So, let me know in the comments if I did anything wrong. I have played a few games. Like I say, I've read the rules a bunch of times. I don't think I made any mistakes, but if I have, please let me know in the comments below. Also, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I do have more Toddsanders games. I have another 2 of his games in the prep stage. So hopefully they will be coming along soon. But yeah, look out for Toddsanders. Look for his games. A lot of them are free on Board Game Geek. A lot of them are very small in terms of components, in terms of table size and everything else. And they're just really wonderful games. So this was The Draugr by Toddsanders. I am Ithaqua's Bane. I wish you all the best. Have a great time. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.